Hey YouTube, how's it going today? Let's see, today I wanted to give an update on the RV research that I've been doing. A few weeks ago, probably going on a month ago, did a couple of videos just talking about that I was going to be looking at another type of RV, and I just inclinated that the truck camper was going to be a questionable vehicle for me here into the future. Just trying to get this tripod right. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about that, and I've got a few new developments that I wanted to share with everybody, and I just want to get everybody up to date on what's going on with that. So I went to Spokane, and I mentioned that I was going to be looking at a fifth wheel, and I looked at a brand new Jayco. It was a 23.5 RBS fifth wheel camp trailer, and I went and looked at it, and I was utterly disappointed with what I found. And this was a brand new unit, and I stepped in it, walked inside of it, and I directly, first thing I did is I went to the bathroom, opened the door, and the wall, I kid you not, it was moving back and forth when I went to open the door. So I don't know if that's just kind of the way they are, but right out of the gate, I was not impressed with what I saw. And then I went in and stepped inside the shower, and the shower was not tall enough inside. Standing inside the tub, there was like this much room between the top of my head and the skylight. So after viewing that, I basically said, okay, well, this isn't going to work. So I was really disappointed with that RV, and then I went up in the sleeper and looked at a couple of things, and I just saw a couple of other things that were a little bit shoddy as far as the quality goes, and I wasn't too impressed with what I saw. And so I pretty much decided that that's not going to be the direction that I'm going to go. I've come to some new conclusions and some new developments with this research that I've done, and some of the thinking, and then also talking to a few other people, and you know who you are, and thank you. I've just come to the conclusion that for me, I'm going to keep the truck camper. This is going to be my home, and I've also come to the conclusion that if I do get another rig, okay, it's going to be either a Class A diesel pusher, or it's going to be a bus conversion. So I've pretty much I've come to the conclusion that for full-time RVing, if you want comfort, those are going to be my best options. Okay? I'm only speaking for myself in this video. I'm not talking about anybody else. So that is going to be the best. That's going to be the best rig for me. I want my home to be a quality rig. I don't want a piece of crap. And I want something that's going to be, for long term. That's going to hold up well, and something that I can improve, rebuild, get parts for, something heavy duty. So what I have right now is working perfect, and I have some visions in the future of wanting to travel the country, and wanting to go to the national parks, and wanting to go into the national forests and explore. And in my opinion, there's not a better rig than this truck camper right now, and this truck that I have. It's a great setup. The truck with the camper loaded, it gets 16 miles to the gallon. I can't complain about that. So it really is a great setup right now for me. And like I said, I've just, through doing some of this research, looking at other fifth wheels, looking at some toy haulers, I've ruled out a toy hauler. That's not the way that I want to go. I don't like, nothing against toy haulers. I think there's a better option for me, and that would be the Class A or the bus. If I, like I said, if I decide to choose to go with a totally another vehicle, that's just what I've decided would be the better option. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think it would be the better option. But I just kind of want to talk a little bit more about, as far as the truck camper goes. I know I've talked a lot about the air conditioner being low, so I'm going to put that just on hold right now, and I'm still exploring a few other options. I really don't think it's a great idea to remove the air conditioner, just for a lot of reasons. I mean, if I do decide to sell the camper, yes, it's going to be difficult to sell. I mean, these air conditioner units, they're not really that much money, so it's not really a big deal. I mean, and I could pull the thing out and I could put it in storage, and if I ever sold the camper, I could sell the air conditioner with the camper. I mean, it's not really a big deal to install, reinstall one of these AC units. A hole is already there, and to my knowledge, I haven't researched this yet, but if you do install a Fantastic Fan, I don't believe there's any more cutting. I don't think you'd have to cut a larger opening in the air conditioner hole. So, it's not really a big obstacle, but if I did remove that air conditioner, it would raise my comfort level of living in this truck camper like a whole lot, because that is my main dilemma that I have it really is it. I mean, the shower situation, I really don't shower in the camper. Living at the RV park, I shower inside the rec center, so the bathroom and the shower really isn't a big deal for me. And like I said, this is a great adventure vehicle to take out, so it really does meet my needs, and all of these thoughts I had before I purchased this truck camper, and so it still is meeting my needs perfectly. The only reason that I got into this whole discussion and thoughts were, I just thought about, this thing, and then somebody was trying to, was leading me to say that, well, this may not, you might want to look at some other rigs, and, so I think it's a good idea. But, so back to the fifth wheels. The problem with the fifth wheels is the bathrooms, okay? It's very hard to find a bathroom that's in the rear of the fifth wheel, and the ones that like that Jayco that I went into, I couldn't fit inside. I've only been able to fit in one fifth wheel that had a bathroom up in the front, and that was a luxury, I forget the name of it. It was here at a dealer, and I was actually able to stand up inside the sleeper and also inside the shower in that one. But those are they're very few. They're very few. So it just is not a good option for me. So being as tall as I am, at 6'6", I've got to be looking at bigger rigs. So I've just come to the conclusion that I really could make a Class A and or a bus work for my situation, and I could keep the 4Runner and use that as my towed vehicle. Obviously, sell this truck and camper and or trade, and for somebody else. There are a lot of situations where people have the larger Class A's and they're looking to downsize to a truck camper, and those situations are very common out there. So I think that, like I said, I've decided that if I do get into a different rig, that's the direction that I'm going to go. For the comfort, for the luxury, and yes, there would be a few, lifestyle changes. I mean, you're talking a big rig like that. As far as rig length goes, I would not want something longer than 35 feet. That would be my maximum that I would want to go. And then I could also do like an enclosed trailer, and I could also do the towed. I mean, I could pull the enclosed trailer, or I could pull the towed behind it, and I basically would have an all-in-one unit. Obviously, yeah, something would have to go into storage if I was going on the road, but that would be another option. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Class A's and or buses. So I really, really, really like the bus conversions. I've been looking at a few, and some of them they have roof risers, which they rise the roof about another 4 inches on some of those conversions. They're really awesome, and these rigs are commercial rigs. I mean, these buses anyways. The Class A's, I'm honestly, I think the Class A's are good. I mean, my challenge I have with those Class A's is if I was to go with one of those, I'd only want to be buying one in the era year range in the 90s. So like from 94 to say 99, that would be all I would want to look for, and all that I would want to spend. I wouldn't want to spend any more than that. And those years are very, very quality built. Those are some of the best quality built rigs in Class A diesel pushers in that year range, those era in the 90s. So I would be looking at those. As far as the bus goes, the bus is a commercial vehicle with all commercial chassis, it's commercially built. Like Technomedia, their bus, I mean, they've got a really, really nice rig, and they just did a bunch of improvements to it, and I've been watching their videos. And I mean, that rig is a rig that they'll have for life. I mean, if they take care of it properly, you know. So the more you go into this lifestyle and you really like it, and you really see yourself doing it, forever. I mean, if that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, and this is how you're going to live, then I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you really should be looking at those type of vehicles. They're really going to meet your needs, and they're going to hold up well over time. They're not going to deteriorate and wear out like most of the RVs are built today. I mean, they're just a lot of these RVs. These new production RVs. I mean, they're just made to take out a couple times a year on a few trips, and that's it. And then just park them in the garage or whatever, and don't use them. They're not made for year-round living. So the bus conversion to me is the one that I'm most interested in right now, and I am doing a lot of research on. So, like I said, I'm not planning on buying anything anytime soon. I'm not planning on trading anytime soon. I have a lot of research to do. I've got a lot of thinking through this more, but I've come to the conclusion that a toy hauler isn't for me, a travel trailer isn't for me, and a fifth wheel is not for me. So that is a major milestone, a major decision point that I've come to. So that's where I'm at with it, guys. So, like I said, the truck camper is going to be where I'm at right now, and I'm going to continue to study, continue to research, continue to look, continue to learn, and go from there. That's where I'm at. So, thanks, guys. Keep it real, and until next time, we'll talk to you later, and thanks for watching.